Hendry is the local hero, but going forward he's going to be known as the NXT hero. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. It's an early morning, late night video down the park in the pissing rain, pissing wind. We've got Big Jambo there, got Big Stevie Cool, and we've also got the Jakester on the lead, not really caring about professional wrestling. He's trying to pull away, he's trying to get as far away from all this wrestling talk as you possibly can, but some guy that's trying to get far away from TNA is Joe Hendry, and it is official according to Psy.com, who tend to get a lot of these things correct. Joe Hendry has agreed a full-time contract with the WWE and will be an NXT member going forward.
Absolutely fantastic. Love Joe Hendry. Well, maybe loved would be the correct term, because let's face it, folks, this guy's died a death ever since WrestleMania. There is no two ways about it. But if there's one guy that ain't employed by the company that I would like to get employed by the company, that's never been employed by the company, Joe Hendry's probably that guy. He's the one guy in the wrestling scene in 2025 going into 2026 that's got something, and he's Scottish, which obviously helps, and he supports your team. So Joe Hendry ticks a lot of boxes.
Joe Hendry supports Hearts?
Aye.
Oh,
Well, he's from Edinburgh.
thought he's more of a Hibs fan. But
Well, he showed up at Tynecastle in a Hearts kit, so
well, that's good enough for me. Although John Cena did show up at a Spurs game once, claiming to support them, and he also said he wants to support Celtic. But how'd that go? Not too well. Anyway, it was said back in September. Psy.com said that Joe Hendry was being phased out of TNA, and he was going to sign a contract with WWE once his deal ran out at the end of the year. And now Fightful.com are reporting that that deal has been done, and that Shawn Michaels has been looking out for Joe Hendry for a long time. Shawn Michaels has been interested in bringing in Joe Hendry, not just as part of the NXT TNA alliance, but he wants Joe Hendry to actually be under an NXT contract, to be a full-time NXT guy, and I can't say I'm surprised.
I'm not surprised, but I'm disappointed, because Joe Hendry has already had too much exposure in NXT, right? I don't think this guy needs another year to 18 months on NXT. This guy needs called up to the main roster. The company is dying, right? I'm not saying Joe Hendry can fix it, but their inability to act on momentum and guys that are in form and are actually in demand is fucking killing them. Well, what good is him on NXT? We've seen him on NXT. He's on it right now. What difference does it make if he signed a contract or not?
Yeah, now he has a few months left in his TNA deal. It doesn't end till the end of December. But, I mean, it would appear that WWE have managed to agree to allow, I don't know, TNA's allowed them to go early, something along those lines. And honestly, this isn't surprising. I called this from day one. You could clearly see when this alliance first started and this talent trading first started, TNA were sending their top people. They were sending their champs to NXT. And NXT were sending absolute fucking jabrones to TNA. If you look at the majority of the people that NXT have sent to TNA, they actually got released in the last cycle of releases. They were sending the likes of Shotzi, the likes of Gigi Dolan,
Ridge Holland,
you know, that's William Regal's son. You know, let's just be honest, guys that are shite. And the only reason they sent Trick Williams is because he was going to be getting the TNA Championship. Now we see Kalani Jordan, she's got the TNA Knockouts Championship. It's quite clear that this is a one-way thing, where TNA are having to give up their best people to NXT, NXT are giving jabronis to TNA, TNA are having to put the belt on NXT people, and I called it from day one that NXT were going to use a try before you buy like system, where they were going to bring in the people they wanted, test the waters, and then sign them full time. They've done it with Jordan Grace. They appear to have done it now with Joe Hendry, and it won't be the last guy to do it with.
Well, I want to address something straight away. You were the guy to say that. None of this, oh, but C-Jack said this or this guy. It was you, damn it.
It was me.
You said it, and I'm sick of people commenting like we're brain dead and don't predict stuff. I'm not saying we're ground zero for every event that happens across the planet, but it's like, it's undermining for people to comment on this channel saying stuff like, oh, this guy said it, when we've been saying it.
Yeah, we predicted the downfall of the ratings before anybody else. Hell, we were making rating videos before anyone else.
I remember saying at the start of this year that SmackDown would go below a mil, and I was right.
Yeah, and at that point, they were still like a long way off it.
Yeah.
It's not like you said it when they hit 1.1, and then you're like, oh, I think they could drop under a mil.
No,
You predicted that back when they were doing like 1.4, 1.5.
Just one of our many great predictions here on Fog Wrestling. But as for Joe Hendry, it's good that he's in WWE. But to reiterate, he should be on the main roster. Like, especially, rumours are he's in this Cena tournament. What need is it for him to be in NXT if he's in that tournament? If they trust him enough to be in the Cena tournament, then what's he doing? He's already had a match at Mania against Orton. He's already appeared in the Rumble. It's a TNA champ.
And again, see if Joe Hendry was like 19 or something, you'd be like, fair enough. But the guy is like, a guy is approaching 40. I think he's 36 years old, maybe 37. Why did they do this? The guy doesn't feel fresh on NXT. He's already been on NXT for the best part of a year now due to this partnership talent trade thing. It just makes no sense. They keep people on NXT for way too fucking long, and I think Joe Hendry is just going to be another one of those people that stay on NXT for way longer than they should. I don't even like Jordan Grace, right? But I can make the argument that when they brought her in, she was good enough for the main roster.
Yeah. No.
Like, if Stephanie Fakir and Julia are two of the best, then they were also good enough for the main roster.
Yep.
Now, you could argue, Blake Monroe is certainly good enough for the main roster. It's almost like, oh, we want to stick them on NXT so they can learn the WWE way, but that's how these people get fucking worse. Honestly, these people would be better and feel more raw and feel more unique if they just directly went to Raw or went to SmackDown.
Yeah.
See, when you keep them on NXT for a few years, see by the time you call them up, they're just as generic as everyone else.
The only thing I would say is, I mean, there has been guys like Joe and Bobby Roode, etc., that have been stuck on NXT, and obviously in terms of what they've done in the business to this point, they've done more than Hendry. Even though, I mean, you could say, well, Henry's done a lot of stuff, especially indie related, but here, we're talking about Joe, feuds with Angle, TNA World Champ, Bobby Roode was the exact same, Beer Money, America's Most Wanted. Was it? No, not America's Most Wanted. He was Team Canada, sorry. Point still stands, but for me, it's almost worse with Hendry because you've already exposed him. This would be like Samoa Joe coming in at the Rumble, taking on somebody at Mania, and then still sticking him on NXT.
It should be sink or swim.
Yep.
Sink or fucking swim.
It can't be swim, but you've got every inflatable in the world attached to you. It doesn't work. Anyway, we'll leave Joe Hendry to one side because...
No, but just look at everyone that WWE's brought in over the past decade. The only person that really skipped NXT was AJ Styles. Now, I get it, he's had the best career because he's AJ Styles. But could you imagine, just try and imagine AJ Styles' WWE run if he'd have spent like the first 2 or 3 years doing NXT? Do you think it would have been anywhere near as good as it turned out to be?
No, of course it wouldn't have been. And the problem...
No, see if he does that.
And he was of similar age to what Joe Hendry is.
See if AJ Styles...
And what Joe was.
If AJ Styles spends his first 2 years in NXT, he misses out on the Rumble pop, he misses out on the Roman Reigns feud, where it was Reigns...
Feud with Jericho.
The feud with Jericho. He misses out pretty much on all the good SmackDown stuff with
Cena. Yep.
Ambrose losing to fucking Ellsworth. People might question that, but it's
honestly,
stuff.
He'd be coming in to the main roster near enough around COVID.
Yeah. And
maybe like 6 months of non-COVID.
Wrestling's been fucking shite since
COVID. Do you think he would have got Undertaker's last ever match?
Not a chance.
So it just shows you folks that it's the correct call. But yeah, they're not going to do it. I just think it's retarded. Joe Hendry's been appearing on NXT now for like a year.
I don't think he'd have been world champion. If AJ Styles spent 2 years in NXT, I don't think he'd got the world title.
No, definitely. But Shawn Michaels likes Joe Hendry. Triple H likes Joe Hendry. How about you show him some love?
Who's came up for NXT after that did well?
Exactly.
We made the video last week.
Yeah.
Everyone's failed.
It's like the person that came closest was Solo Sikoa. Started off as a big deal, and then it's just died on its arse.
Yeah. So Joe Hendry is now in NXT. I called this. I knew it was going to happen, and WWE's going to continue to do this going forward. They're just going to poach all the best people for TNA. This partnership is just a one-way sided relationship.
Wrong way down a one-way street.
And it's NXT that are reaping the benefits, and all TNA are going to do are gradually just lose their best people. And they don't have that many good people anyway, so it's the last.
They don't, but speaking of one good person they do have, well, I say good person, he's alright.
Well, Mike Santana.
Well, I wasn't even on about him. I'm about Frankie Kazarian.
Alright, well, okay.
He beat Santana though. I don't rate Santana.
No, I don't rate him either. I mean, let's be honest, he's a shitey half of LAX. And I don't mean the other guy was good, I mean he's He's
Aye.
the shitey. He's half of the shite LAX.
Which is a shite thing to be half of shite of.
You know, he's like one of these guys that has just stuck around so long that he's managed to get a world title. Mike Santana is not a fucking world champion. That shows you how far TNA have fallen.
No, remember
See the fact this guy's got the belt?
Meltzer stopped like acknowledging it as a world title like 12 years ago.
Yeah.
This is for guys he should have been stopped acknowledging it for.
Yeah.
Not the likes of Bully Ray and guys like that, Matt Hardy, of course not. Legends of the business. This guy, he's not even he somehow ranks as the worst LAX member.
Well, his teammates equally shite like so.
Who even is his teammate, to be honest? Who is he?
I don't even know. Mike Santana and
Luis.
See, the thing is, see the good LAX. I know them straight away. Homicide, Hernandez, Conan.
Yep.
Shelly Martinez came in to be the manager for a bit. I know the good LAX. The LAX after that, no.
Not
shite.
so much, brother. Don't work for me.
Absolute shite. So it's like the LWO. It's not. It's like this current version. I'm not saying the original LWO was amazing, but see this current version with Cruz Del Toro. They should be ashamed to even carry that name.
Yeah. No, definitely. Anyway.
Anyway, Mike Santana, he lost the TNA World title to Kazarian tonight. Bunch of NXT jobbers came in, beat him up, cost him the belt. Mike Santana's contract is up at the end of the year as well. There's speculation that NXT is going to try and get him. Maybe that's why TNA took the belt off him. You know what? I think they will. Another guy I think they'll try and get is probably that Leon Slater, because I think he's like a similar age to Siobhan Evans.
Yep.
And NXT seems to like the athletic black guys, so I mean I wouldn't be surprised if he comes in. That's all NXT is going to do going forward. They're just going to cherry pick the people that they view as the best in TNA.
Definitely, but for the sake of my hand that's gone completely numb here in the 6-degree heavy rain, I think we're going to need to wrap it up, aren't we?
Probably. Anyway guys, maybe we'll make another video here outside in the cold weather. Who knows, maybe we'll review SmackDown 03, because that's a pretty good show.
Aye, so stay tuned for that. If we do it, well, but it's getting reviewed either way. Brock versus McMahon, steel cage, angle referee, Cena Taker. That's what we're here for.
That's what we all want, man.
God damn it. Fucking thumb.
Let me hold him.